we are isolating A and then we are eliminating 20. So if 20 is the denominator, that means to isolate A and eliminate 20, we are going to multiply both sides of the equation by 20, but at the numerator side. Okay, so that will be 12 over 16 times this 20. The 20 that we are eliminating is a denominator, so it's going to be a what? Numerator when we are multiplying it by both sides of the equation. So this is for the left hand side of the equation, and for the right hand side of the equation, we are going to have 3a over 20 times 20. So now let's start from the left hand side of the equation. Let's look for what can divide. First of all, 12 and 16 has a common factor, which is 4. So 4 in 12 will give us 3. And then 4 in 16 will give us 4. Then 20 and 4 has a common factor, so which is 4 itself. 4 in 4, that will give us 1. And then 4 in 20, that will give us 5. Then let's move on to the right hand side of the equation, since we have nothing left in the denominator A except 1. So what can divide? Of course, 20 we eliminate what? 20, and then we have 1 and 1. So we have only 3a left in the numerator, and then in the denominator we are left with 1. So nothing more to do than to multiply the numerator by the numerator and then the denominator by the denominator. So that will mean that this numerator here times this 3 times 5. Okay, so I'm going to write that here. 3 times 5 in the left hand side of the equation, that will give us 15 equals to, then in the right hand side of the equation we will have 3a times 1. So 3a times 1 will give us what? 3a. Now this is a literal equation, a plain equation, which is 15 equals to 3a. Now what we are looking for is the value of a. So how do we separate this 3 from this a? What we simply do, since this is not a fraction, we adopt the same method of elimination. We are going to divide this time around and not multiply. We are going to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of a, which is 3, so that we can isolate a and then eliminate what? 3. So that will become 15 divided by 3, the left hand side of the equation, and then 3a divided by 3, which is the right hand side of the equation. So that way 3 we eliminate 3, and then 3 and 1, 3 and 15, we are going to get what? 5. So what do we have left? We have 5 in the left hand side of the equation equals to a in the right hand side of the equation. We've gotten our value. So that means 5 equals to a, or a equals to 5. We've gotten